Hi, Jeff Gamart here with another energy medicine exercise just for you. This one is muscle testing via uh, ring in ring muscle testing. So, what can you do with muscle testing? Well, muscle testing you can test basically anything, right? You can test by questioning your subconscious mind or yourself and use muscle testing to get answers. Like if you want to test like a chakra or something, or you want to test if you feel if food is suitable for you to a certain food is good for your system at the moment, or what else could you ask? Like supplementation, anything like that. I've got a few demos here that will do, but first let's go back to what is ring in ring as a form of energy testing or as a form of muscle testing. So muscle testing would be testing the strength of a muscle uh, against a resistance. And if you have a strong, a good energy flow, or it's a positive congruent statement or a positive energy flowing through your system, the muscle should remain strong and be able to resist some tension placed against it. Versus if you're thinking of something unsettling or stressful or nasty, it might shift your energy system and then create a weakness within the muscle. So you can literally use the muscle testing to test all kinds of things. So let's look at ring and ring. Okay, so what it is we make one ring, uh, uh, and so the ring that you're creating, if you want, I would suggest use your thumb, and you're closing a ring up with one of your other fingers. So I tend to choose my middle fingers, and I do that because I feel that's the strongest finger for me personally. But if you like your index finger, or ring finger, or middle finger, or ring finger, or pinky finger, you could do the ring and ring testing with any of them. Um, so I'm going to use the middle finger. So what you do is ring and ring. You can think of links of a chain. You know, one ring inside of another. You're just interlocking or interlacing your fingers in rings, one set inside another. So to to, to accomplish this, you're going to set one ring an intention for one ring always to be a solid ring. It doesn't break. It stays solid. And then the other ring would be a pressure ring. Whereas if you were to get a certain answer as a yes, the pressure ring stays strong and doesn't break. If you have a no statement or a no answer or an incongruent statement, you might get a break in the ring. Whereas, so this ring never breaks for me. I always set my left. My left is my strong ring, and my right ring as my break ring or pressure ring or answering ring, if you want to call it that way. So you're just the pressure is just pulling against one another to see if the resistance, if the muscle tension, if the muscle strength remains while you ask a question and get a response to that. So, for example, if we simply use your name, if using your name is an easy way to test the ring and build some conditioning and some practice in and behind the quality of your ring and ring or muscle testing. So my name is Jeff, and I pull, and it's that holds solid, that holds strong. Now, if I say my name is Sally, that snapped, broken. Um, so you could literally work with something you know 100% is true, and you can practice with that. So my name is Jeff, my name is Jeff, or whatever your name is, and you just practice that, and then feel nice solid effort there. The rings stay strong, and then you could test against a negative statement, like by saying a false name, and and then you'll have a knowing of what the strong ring yes is, or congruent positive answer, versus flat or no or incongruent statement. Uh, Versus right. So if I'm saying I'm Jeff, I know that's to be true. My energy stays strong in the moment, and the ring stays strong in the moment. But if I say my name is something totally completely different, like George, my name is George, my name is George, it just doesn't hold. Um, so you can use the ring and ring to test multiple things. You can test your energy systems, like if you want to bring your awareness to like your root chakra, and you're curious, is my root chakra flowing in a good positive way in this moment? So I'm going to just think about my root chakra and picture that for a moment, and ask, is my root chakra currently grounded? And I get a nice solid yes there, so that's great. But how about this? Let's think of a food item. So there's a nice little clementine. So to do the ring and ring, what I'm going to use is is a container to put the food item in and place it in your lap. I would suggest glass is versus plastic container would be a nice conduit to allow the energy from the clementine to pass through the glass into your lap or onto your legs. So if I place that down on my lap, so my hands are free, I could ask a question like this: is eating this clementine beneficial to my system at this time? I get a solid yes. So I know I could eat that clementine right now and would certainly help me out. How about supplementation? You could use supplementation to find out if your body's in need of a certain thing. I've got some zinc here, so I'm gonna put one capsule of this 25 milligram of zinc in my hand. Got her there, and then we'll plunk that in the jar, okay, and then or in the little cup. Place it in my lap and ask, is this zinc beneficial to my system at this time? And get a strong yes. Okay. Now you can go further. What if, well, maybe should I have 2 or should I have 3 capsules? What is my body in need of, right? So I'll ask, knowing I have the energy of the single in there, if would 2 capsules be beneficial to my energy system at this time? Yes. Would 3 be beneficial? No, that's 3 is too many. So I can identify that as 2 of those at the moment would be beneficial for me to take two zinc capsules of that in the moment. Sure, if you feel you've got maybe like something that you feel you're not sure if you have an intolerance to something. There's a piece of gluten bread, and I'm gonna place that in my dish, and I'll place that on my lap, that gluten bread, and I'm just gonna ask, is this piece of bread beneficial for my system at this time? No. No. Okay. So there. So I just tested it a few different ways, but you can use that literally in many different ways. But the main way I use it is with emotion releasing or helping to identify and find emotions or trapped emotions within your system, and then looking to release them through heal sessions that I do. So there we can identify using the emotion code. We can go through and find and identify trapped emotions. Is there a trapped emotion? And ask questions and yes and no to find answers using the ring and ring. But that's an introduction to the ring and ring as a form of muscle testing. So we're testing muscle strength there, or energy testing if you want to call it energy testing. Either way, that's what's happening with that. And so you can use that one there to have some easy self-testing way. I know a lot of others like working with your arm and resisting against it's great to have a partner to do that kind of muscle testing with. But this ring and ring is really good for self muscle testing or self energy testing or self testing for any question. So you want to be very unbiased with your questioning. Don't anticipate what the answer is going to be. Be very open to receiving the answer, and not trying to sway it or bias it in any way. So you want to be very open and set that way. You can also set an intention that I am open to receiving clear, strong answers as you begin your questioning or work with ring and ring testing. And so having a good intention, sitting tall and proud, being well hydrated, all those good things will certainly help you working with your ring and ring testing or for self-testing. And you can literally test anything you want. You could test, is this squats? If I do a set of 12 body weight squats right now, is that good for me? Yeah, 12 body weight squats right now would be really good for me, so I could stand up and do those. But anyway, there's loads of ways that you can use the ring and ring testing, and that'd be great for you to explore. Check it out, see if you like it, and if you have any comments, you can share them. You can also look in the comments below to see how maybe you want to book a session, a healing session, or an energy releasing session with me, and you could find in the description below some ways to join in and have some help in releasing some of your own trapped emotions if that's something you're interested in. But thanks for now. You can play with the ring and ring energy testing, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye for now.